Whoa, calm down. I know all you workhorse bulls are already up in a frenzy, smashing that dislike video just over the title. Watch the video, hear what I have to say. So yes, I am going to sell Workhorse stock, but am I going to sell all of it? Maybe. So you're going to want to watch the whole video. I am going to give my updated thoughts on Workhorse, the Workhorse status, the USPS contract, some red flags that I've kind of started thinking about and I haven't really heard anyone else discuss. Hey, look, I might be way off based on these red flags, but this is a speculative stock, so I am looking to position myself, protect myself. There are some things going on in the market that I'm concerned about. I will go into that and my short-term trading plan going forward with this market volatility, so you're not going to want to miss any of this. If you enjoy the video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you dislike it, you know what, that's okay. Go ahead and dislike it, but comment and tell me what you didn't like. Hey, if you just think I'm wrong about Workhorse stock, just say that. I don't care if you dislike the video for that. But let's give some constructive criticism. And while you're down there, again, hit that subscribe button. If you're not a member of the channel, I do videos all the time. I do have a lot of future goals for this channel that I want to implement. I am heavy into options trading, and there's plenty of value there, but I also discuss, dollar cost averaging. I just recently did a video on investing for beginners that I think is invaluable. If you're young, if you're new to the stock market, you definitely want to check this out. This is a series I will continue that is gonna, it's gonna set you up for long-term success. Anyway, one of my favorite hobbies is babbling. I'm doing that now. Let's get into the video. Yeah, so Workhorse market cap is now at $3.22 billion thanks to this nice little run up. And actually, I think, that's pretty hefty price tag on the company considering they don't really have a lot going on. They have they got contracts in the works. It's a lot of hearsay. They got drone technology. And I got a few red flags on that I want to discuss. But at the end of the day, the stock is up a lot. I think that it's quite obvious to me that quite a bit of the USPS contract is priced in. How much of that, I don't know. Can it continue to run a bit? Maybe. Can it spike? Yes, but I'm not trying to time this. I'm not, you never try and time the market. You can't always hit the highs. You can't always hit the lows. So I do have a plan here. I am going to get into it. But again, the price is already up a lot. The market cap's already really high. And I think a lot of this USPS contract is already priced in. All right, so a couple of red flags to me. They're not necessarily red flags in general. It's just, kind of looking at it from all angles. I am an engineer. That's what I do. So just kind of looking at it. One thing that kind of stands out to me is why did Lordstown break off into their own division? So maybe it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't. But to me, I just kind of see it as a play to get more capital, right? You go out, you break this off, you do your little things on the inside, you get this, you get that. Lordstown goes out and there's a blank check company that's a SPAC that's already done an IPO and raised some capital. And then they get this, they get that hype going. So then they get all this money for the Lordstown. Workhorse is over here doing its own thing. And to me, in general, it just seems a little like too much capital raise. And there will continue to be capital raises in both. So Lordstown's going to need to do capital raises. Workhorse is going to definitely need to do capital raises. There's nothing wrong with that if they can deliver on their plan. But delivering on their plan is a big thing that you have to factor in. There's way more that can go wrong than can go right. Bad decisions, assembly problems, like they got this deal with Hitachi. That is a really positive sign, but all they're doing is paying Hitachi, as far as I can tell, basically to come in, check out what they got going on, make recommendations, and do this. Workhorse is still going to have to deliver on that. A million things could go wrong. Prices, they could way underestimate them. So much could go wrong in this. Another red flag I'm kind of looking at is, if this company was so great, why hasn't it been acquired by someone like Amazon, right? Amazon has got a very big initiative to push out their electric vehicles. They've done a big deal with Mercedes, not Workhorse. You don't really see UPS, FedEx, all these other companies champing at the bit to get on board here. Their drone technology, everyone's hyping this up, but I mean, Amazon's at the forefront of that, and they've already done some drone deliveries. They're probably like the Tesla of technology in cars when it comes to drones. Again, if this was such a great technology, why hasn't Amazon gobbled this up? To me, drone deliveries is probably a bit off in the future. I find it hard to believe that some trucking company that's been around for a couple decades has really gotten into the future, hasn't really shown any real growth until this recent USPS contract. Like, if it wasn't for the USPS contract, this stock wouldn't even be on the radar. It'd still be down at like $1. And there's just so many things, again, that could go wrong with the assembly line, getting that going. So to me, this is another red flag and another reason why I am looking to sell Workhorse. Hey, so maybe I'm wrong on my assumptions. You know what? Who cares? I bought into this stock. It's $18. No, where did I buy? So I've already had around 600 shares. I've already made a little bit of profit. I've already done some options around it, but we're still looking at my 100 shares down here at 16.66 cost basis. I won't factor in how much I've lowered this with options. So I'm looking at close to a 2-bagger right here. So at minimum, I am looking to sell 50 of these shares this week. So I'm taking profits. I'm getting to a point where I can't lose. If Workhorse goes down, I'll still be up. If Workhorse goes to zero, I might be down like a couple $100. Worst case, protecting myself. Again, there's so much that could go wrong with this stock. Much more likely for it to go wrong than it go right. Yes, the stock could continue to skyrocket. I could continue to miss out. But I am keeping some shares, and really I'm just protecting myself, protecting my profits. You can never go wrong protecting profits. The downside is this will be a short-term gain. So there will be some tax implications, but I'm okay with that. Hey, so same in my Robinhood account. I bought 20 shares. My average cost basis is $16.89. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to protect some profits over here. I'm going to sell at least 50% of my shares and just ride the remaining 10 into the future. This is a smaller account. It only has right now about 10,500 in the account. About 6,000 of that is invested. So now stay tuned for what I'm doing in the market going forward, because I think this is really important. Yes, I know there's going to be a lot of you haters out there, especially Workhorse bulls that have already smashed the dislike button. Again, I want this company to be successful. I do want a more global friendly fleet out there on that last mile delivery. I would love nothing better for that to be all EV, more carbon neutral. I am very pro planet, very pro EV. I would like nothing better than this stock to succeed. I'm just protecting my profits. And again, there's so much more that can go wrong, that can go right. It happens all the time. You can have the best plan in the world. It can go off the rails. It happened to Tesla for a while. They almost went bankrupt once. They pulled it together. They had production problems, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, my long-term outlook on the market, very short-term, I'm very nervous. I am going to put myself more into cash. This account's at about 116,000 net lick on my big account. Like 70, 80,000 of that's Tesla. That's insane. I am very pro, like I'm more bullish on Tesla than anything. I think long term that thing is a $2-4 trillion company, easy, even more. But it depends on the market. If the market takes a 30, 40, 50, 60% haircut, it's going to take a time for that to recover, possibly years. There is potential for that. This isn't a dollar cost averaging account. I'm looking to get edge. I sell a lot of options. So I'm going to free up a lot of cash. I'm going to have a lot of cash ready in case there's a housing market crash. You know what they say, when everyone's selling, you want to be buying. So I may be looking to go out there and get my second home. Maybe something a bit nicer than what I have now. Maybe even a duplex. Do that Graham Stephan thing. Go out there and, live rent free. I don't know much about real estate. Maybe I spawn another channel. Idiot Tries Real Estate, right? I'm just protecting myself. Again, I want Workhorse to be successful. I want you all to be successful. I want to be successful. I'm just taking profits. I'm still going to leave some out there. Probably we'll have to see how it goes. Do have some red flags and concerns. Again, I could be way off in that. But hey, man, that's my opinion. You can have an opinion. Just, again, I've said it a million times. Watch your size. I've seen people talk about putting their entire savings into Workhorse, which I think is insane. If you did that, I hope you've taken profits already. take half of that baby off the table. That way you've got nothing to lose now. Anyway, that's my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. Make your own decisions. The stock market is risky. You know all this. I'm going to wrap this up now. I love you all. Like, subscribe, comment down below. Peace.